Well, hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back. Guys, I have missed you. It's been a while since I've had a chance to sit down and just record a video. I've done a lot of live streams. I hope you guys are checking those out on Thursday, but it has just been so hectic. I haven't had a chance to just sit down and talk Star Wars with you guys, and what an exciting week it was, and what an exciting couple of months we're about to have between Book of Boba Fett and the next wave of the High Republic books. So make sure you are subscribed and you stay tuned because there's just going to be a lot to discuss as we go to the end of the year. But out of left field, just completely surprising news this week. We had our first look at Star Wars Eclipse. It's a video game that is taking place in the High Republic era. Now, this trailer dropped like 10 minutes before our Thursday night live stream. So if you guys want to see my first impressions, I'm going to link it up here. We look at it for like an hour. We talk about all of our first thoughts. We go through it, give our theories. And I'm sure some of them are way off, especially now that there's been time to think about it and reflect. But it was certainly fun. So I hope you guys had a chance to see that with us. But with this game's announcement, there's plenty of breakdowns out there, plenty of theories, etc. I want to talk about the impact to the High Republic era so far and what we know. Because I think there's a lot of fans who have followed my channel or have read the books and comics and want to know where this fits in. And also, I think there's a lot of people who have no idea what the High Republic is and they're trying to figure out what the heck is all of this. So let me help give you my thoughts on how this is going to work. So, quick recap, the High Republic era is a new initiative that was launched by Lucasfilm to tell stories that take place between like 300, 400 years before the Phantom Menace. Now, we've had a number of books and comics that come out in waves, so we'll have kind of big launch periods where we get 3 books and then comics and short stories and miniseries that kind of fill in the gaps in between. You can see plenty of timelines online. I can link some down below for you guys. But Light of the Jedi was the first story in this era, and I really enjoyed it and was one of the first things I covered on this channel as well. So I know a lot of fans have kind of followed me and read those alongside as we've moved forward. But this game looked totally different, right? And just to give you guys my thoughts, I adored this trailer. I thought it was so cool. Something totally different for Star Wars. Had me completely hooked. I just could not wait to see more. Felt Star Wars, but it felt fresh at the same time. But a lot of folks who have followed the High Republic era said, wait a second, I don't see any of the authors tweeting about this. I don't see any of the authors like tied to this project. Is this, like, are they mad about this? Is this going to be even connected to the characters that we've met and the stories we know? And to be honest with you guys, I don't think so. I do not think it's going to be connected to the High Republic books and comics so far. I today believe it's going to come at the end of the High Republic. It's going to come towards the back end. And when I first watched it, I thought maybe it was the early High Republic. But the more I've thought about it, I think it might be closer to the end, similar to the Acolyte show coming out in the near future. And so I look at this as the High Republic has so many years, they can tell so many different stories. And when Disney announced this new era, I knew that it was not going to be limited to just a handful of books and comics. I knew they wanted to carve out a new space where they could tell totally original stories, whether that's from movies or from comics, from TV shows, or from video games. And we are seeing that come through now. We have a confirmed High Republic video game. We have a confirmed High Republic TV show with the Acolyte. And so what we're seeing here is different creators are getting different, sections of the world that they can tell their stories. And we don't know how these will connect as the stories move forward. But I think this is going to be the model for Disney. And frankly, I think that's okay. I think that's what we've seen them do to this point. So a lot of the authors involved in the High Republic era are also telling stories in the prequel era, in the sequel era. They are telling the stories of different characters and different points of that universe and that timeline. And I think we're going to see the same thing here, where we're just seeing different sections of this 300 to 400 years and what was going on in the galaxy. And I think that can lead to some really fun, interesting takes on this era. And so I'm okay with this. And I don't think the authors are upset per se, but it's probably not their High Republic. And what I mean by that is it's not really going to involve their characters. Now, who knows? Maybe in the coming years we're going to see a bunch of tie-ins, and actually comics will lead up, and there could be so many cross collaborations. Maybe we'll find out in the future. But where we stand today, it does seem that these are going to be kind of separated. And until I get new info, that's just the kind of impression I have. Now, I do still think if you're excited about a new era of Star Wars, it would be a cool thing for you to check out the High Republic. I'm not sure anyone will unanimously love anything Star Wars, right? We all have such different opinions, such different hopes for the franchise. But I think you should start with Light of the Jedi and see if you like it. And if you do, there's a lot of people out there who can give you good recommendations on which books to read in reading order. I have read all of it, and I have enjoyed it all for different reasons. Some projects and stories have worked better for me than others, but I just enjoy being in Star Wars and learning more about this world. So I just continue to consume it all and have a great time doing it. But let's talk a little bit about the game in general. I am extremely excited for this game. As you can see in my reaction, I thought the trailer was amazing. I think the idea for the game, if it's going to follow similar formulas like Heavy Rain, like Detroit Become Human, where you have characters and your decisions matter and can impact what happens to them. It's like I'm playing my own Star Wars movie, and I think that is so much fun to do with my friends, to do with you guys on the channel. I'd love to do a Let's Play. I am just very, very excited by that prospect. And I hope, some of the visuals we saw in the trailer did remind me the headdress of Avar Kriss, the kind of outfits of characters we see on the cover you can see between the Jedis when they have their duel. So I see a lot of the hallmarks in a lot of the visuals from the era, and I just would love to be in that space and continue to learn more and have characters that are great and well written, and that I can decide what they do. I think it's just so exciting, and I'm hoping this game is absolutely fantastic. I think it's going to be years before we see this game come out, like 2023 at the earliest. With the game industry, everything just seems to take forever. But also with the game industry, there always seems to be controversy with game studios. We've seen this a lot over the last year, and it's no different for Quantic Dream. It's the company who was behind those projects, Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, and they're working alongside Lucasfilm Games on this project. And that has caused a lot of controversy in the community. And I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, and unfortunately, I'm not sure my answer is going to be very popular or honestly very strong one way or the other, and I'll explain to you why. So if you're not familiar, and I will be the first to admit I am not an expert on this topic, but it seems the founder or the CEO or one of the executives at Quantic Dream tends to be someone who has a pretty toxic personality and might be making a pretty unfun workspace for his employees. And I use unfun as a nice word. It might be maybe terrible place to work from some of the reports. And I'm going to say allegedly because by every article I have seen, a lot of the things he has said and done are alleged and want to give people the benefit of the doubt and don't know if they're true or not. But he's had some kind of raunchy and really out of touch comments that you just should never say in corporate America or any sort of job or professional setting, number one, and probably shouldn't say at all with your friends or anyone. They seem to be quite really off color and not good comments. Don't know the full context, but some things that are a little like, what are we doing here? And that's led a lot of folks to not really support this game company, support what they want to, and it's tough because when I think of a company, and you guys have had jobs and worked at places where you don't fully agree with your boss or your leadership, but maybe you love what you do, or you need to work that job to make ends meet, and so you put out a good product, you do the right things, you treat others with respect, and that's just an unfortunate, evil, and necessary part of this world that stinks. But sometimes the companies we support, the companies we work for, aren't run by great people and aren't filled with great people. And that can make situations like this really tough because you want to stand up for what you believe in and say, I'm not going to support a company who is mean to their employees, who's abusive to their employees, and who says terrible things. But at the same time, those people, this might be their dream project. I assume 99% of the staff are people just like you and I who love Star Wars, who are so excited for this. This is their big break. This is their dream world, and I want to support them too, all the time they're putting in. So I can only hope that the environment has been monitored, managed, improved. A lot of the allegations date back to 2018. So I certainly hope if those things are the case, either one, employees will come out and speak on it further and leave the company, and that will let us know that these issues have not been improved. Or I hope they have been improved and this is not going to be an issue going forward. I will also say, from everything I've been able to tell, the studio working on this game is like a new section of Quantic Dreams out of Montreal and was not connected to the other studio. You know, it's obviously the same parent company, but there might be a total, different division working on this. So it might be completely separated from the individuals in question here. And unfortunately, I know it's hard to make decisions on this, to have opinions on this. When the Old Republic remake was announced, you guys saw my video. I got a lot of backlash because I basically said, hey, I don't care what this one writer said on Twitter. I want to see the final product. I want to see, what things we learn as the game comes out. I'm not going to just throw this thing away right now until I learn more, I see more. I'm going to be excited and wait until we learn more. And I'm going to take basically the same stand here. Even though these allegations seem to be pretty crummy, they are allegations. I hope, 1, there's been disciplinary action. 2, there's been culture shifts. 3, I hope they're wrong. I hope they didn't do these things. But if they have, I hope the correct measures were taken. But unfortunately, I don't know that, and we'll learn more over the next couple years as this game is being worked on. If more stories like this come out and more terrible things come out, we will, we're gonna find out more about this company. But for today, I am excited about this game. I think it looks great, and I hope that the company making it is doing the right things for their employees, because that does matter. So I don't know, guys. This is a tough thing to talk about, and I appreciate you guys being respectful in the comments, and giving me some grace and things I might say wrong or incorrect you disagree with. I hope you guys can say that respectfully down below. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by, staying tuned to the channel. I hope you guys like and subscribe. I hope you guys let me know what you thought of the trailer down below. Are you excited about this? It's just, to me, I can't help but be excited to see this era continue to grow, because more people are going to come read those books because of this. More people are going to come join us because of this. They're going to want to learn more about this world. And I think a lot of fans who kind of immediately dismissed it, we might make some new fans out of this, and that would be exciting. So again, let me know what you guys think down below. It's a crazy time to be a Star Wars fan, guys. So much on the horizon, so much to come. So I hope you stay tuned. Until next time, guys, hope you have a great rest of your week. See you again very soon.